What's going on, guys? All right, so today I got very lucky. I was grocery shopping at Walmart and boom, there it was. The brand new Summer Minecraft 2024 sets.
They got the whole wave here.
They're not supposed to come out until like August, but it is like May 10th right now. I do think that they will be officially for sale on June 1st, but man, I got it like 20 something days early. That's awesome. Anyways, let's get ready for a wave review. Taking a look at the smallest set in the wave, the Pirate Ship Voyage. This set comes with two figures, the Swashbuckler, whatever that means, and a Buccaneer from Tampa Bay, actually. It also comes with two mobs. We get the Return of the Squid. We actually haven't seen a squid in a long time. Can't say that I really missed it that much, but hey. And then we get this camel, and what's interesting about this camel is it's a lot bigger than the camel that we saw in the January set, and I guess I just realized that the January camel was a baby camel, and this is the adult camel. Now, taking a look at the build here, you have this little tiny pirate dinghy. It's almost like a life raft more than it is a pirate ship. It's very small, however, I think it's actually pretty good. You know, for how small of a set this is actually a pretty decent pirate ship. It has this feature. I don't really know if you'd call that a feature, but you can move the mask a little bit. It also comes with a little treasure map and an additional sword. And it has these little smooth pieces at the bottom there so you can slide it and scratch your table up. The set also comes with this like really small dock build. I'm pretty sure they only made this build to let you know that you're in a desert, so that way the camel mob makes sense. So that's why there's a cactus here on the sand. Otherwise, it just looks like any other beach. Feature-wise, there really isn't a lot to say about this set. Like I said, you can move the mask a little bit here, and then you can also make the camel sploot, and that's got to be by far the best feature of this set. Look at that. Look at that. Splooting camel. I love it. It's also large enough to host two riders, which you can do in the game as well. So look at that, and that. So look at that. That camel is actually really cool. I do like that. Now, taking a closer look at the minifigures. So here is the Swashbuckler. He's got a pretty cool torso. It almost looks a little bit like Jack Sparrow, but like in Minecraft form. We also have the Buccaneer. She looks really cool as well. It seems she's missing an eye, so you know, she's been through some stuff. Gotta love the little squid. And the camel is actually pretty cool because it comes with this printed saddle piece on the side. So I do really like that. It's not just like a wild camel, it's like a trained camel or something like that. In the end here for $15, I think this is a pretty fair set. The only thing that kind of worries me about it is like, where's that $10 Minecraft set? Because I really like when they make that $10 set where it comes, you know, usually with like Steve and a zombie or something like that. But this is better than those normal $10 sets, so that's totally fine. Now taking a look at the next set, the Cherry Blossom Garden. I'm a big fan of the cherry blossom biome, so I'm happy to see this. But more importantly, we finally get the sniffer in Lego form. And he comes with a complete sniffer action. Look at that. Sniff, 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 sniff. We also get a baby sniffer, a sniffer egg, a zombie. We have so many of those. And this character. So this is actually going to be Sunny, which is one of the new default skins that came out about a year or two ago. I think this is a pretty cool skin because it has this guy with like a robotic arm, and I just think that makes it look really cool. I'm happy to see Lego making more of the default skins because there's a ton of them. And I know they've already made a few, but I'd like to see all of them. Set also comes with two bees. They're pretty much the same bees we've seen in the past. I will say that they seem to fall off their stand pretty easy, so just be careful with that. Now, taking a look at the actual set, it's a pretty interesting set. I mean, it's really nothing that crazy, but the main highlights are going to be the two cherry blossom trees, which are actually the identical trees. They're just kind of facing different directions. And then you got the cool flowers. So I believe that's the torch flower there. And as well as you can see here, it looks like that's the pitcher pod seeds, I believe. And we'll see more on that feature here in a minute. Something else I forgot to mention, one of the big highlights of this set for me is that we finally have a cool little pottery piece. So check that out there. If you guys remember in last year's Minecraft update, you're able to make these pottery pieces and you can put different like symbols on it. So this one comes with a heart on one side and a skeleton face on the other side. That's really cool. I'm happy we're finally getting this, even though it's been almost a year, almost 2 years since this came out. Still excited. So I want to show you really the only feature of this set, but it is a cool feature, is that you can stick the sniffer here, right there. You can put his nose right where it doesn't belong. You press the top and boom. And you can see there that we actually have the little pitcher pod seeds there. So it's like he's actually sniffing out the seeds just like he does in the game. Now, when it comes to the sniffer build, I actually really like it. You know, it is pretty big, but that's pretty on par for the Lego Minecraft theme. I do like that it has the printed noses up here, and then it has the little eye print here on the side. Speaking of the eye print, this is where this set really falls short for me, is the baby sniffer. I think this could have been perfect. I think, you know, this actually looks like a perfect baby sniffer would. I would expect it to look for like Minecraft, but it is missing nostril prints and eye prints, and that right there makes it a pretty terrible baby sniffer in my eyes. Not as bad as helmet holes though. And don't forget we have the sniffer egg. Really nothing eventful there, but hey, we got it. So this set retails for $28. It's kind of a weird price, but I think it is pretty affordable, especially if you're trying to get that sniffer and the baby sniffer. It's kind of a low cost of entry for it. I think I would like to see the sniffer in a lower costing set, but I don't think that will ever happen. So this is a pretty affordable way to get these mobs. Now taking a look at the Wolf Stronghold. It's a pretty cute set right off the bat. It comes with a dog, and nobody's gonna be upset about that. The set comes with 2 of the wolves slash dogs, 2 skeletons, which whoopee, you know, we have so many of those, but I guess it's okay to get more. And then it comes with this guy. This is the Wolf Tamer, and I think he is a very cool skin, probably one of my favorites from this wave. And I really, really like that printed shield piece that he has there. And there you can see how he looks. And he even has a bone on the back of his shirt, which is really cool. The 2 dogs have slightly different prints there on the front. You can see this dog here has like kind of a bigger eyes, and this one is kind of the normal dogs that we normally see. Now, taking a look at the set, there's really, like I said, not a lot to this set, but I think really the main feature here is that you can take out this little eyepiece thing and flip it around, and now it looks like it's an evil wolf, which actually I think I like putting it in this configuration more. You can see that there. I'll do it again. You just kind of click that out, spin it around, and now it's a happy dog. So cute. Another feature to this will probably be the fact that the door opens. So cool. And then we can go ahead and take a look at the back here. So this is some other little treats that I'm really excited about. One is the fact that this little treasure chest here is kind of like hidden between these extra little pieces. I really like that because something that's always bothered me about the Lego Minecraft like chests are the handles on either side, because it's really hard to actually, if you want to make like a block accurate version of the chest, you have to do all this extra work like they do in this set here to hide the handles, or I guess you can cut up the handles if you're crazy. Speaking of this chest, it does come with what appears to be cherries. I don't think cherries are in the game, so maybe that represents like a different seed for a different crop, and then some bones. So that's kind of cool. You can train your wolves. Now this set is strangely stacked on workstations. You see, you have an anvil, a smithing table, which is very exciting, a blast furnace, and of course the standard crafting table. Now, the crafting table, blast furnace, and anvil are nothing new, nothing to get excited about, but smithing table, ooh, check that out. It's so exciting. So it's the same print on both pieces, so if you really wanted to stretch it out, you can probably get away with making 2 smithing tables out of this, depending on the angle that you want. Very excited to see this. This has been a long time coming for Lego Minecraft fans, and I just love when we get new workstations. I do like this little feature here where you can kind of like step through. It's almost like a weird little bridge where you have to like jump across like those weird TikTok videos. And then you're able to go inside the house there. So that's a little cool feature, I guess. As you saw earlier, it is a little bit flimsy, this like extra side build part that you can kind of bring around. And then what's really cool is I don't think I've ever seen this piece before. This is a 2x4 trans blue tile. Sorry, not a tile, it's a plate. What? That's really cool. I've only really ever seen these in 2x1s. So to see it in something big like this is pretty cool. For $35, I'd have to say this set is pretty fair in value. I think for all the mobs, it's kind of worth it. I think the real highlight for me personally is the smithing table. And I do really like this little effect here. I will say this is probably going to be the first set of this wave for me that goes in the parts bin, because there's just really nothing iconic about it, and that's totally fine with me. And now one of the sets I'm most excited for is the Badlands Mineshaft. This set comes with a ton of mobs. We have a creeper, the Return of the Husk, a cave spider, 2 bats, 2 slimes, a baby rabbit, a donkey, and of course a new character skin. This is going to be the Badlands Explorer. Not a lot to say about him, but I do really like his print. It's, you know, kind of looks like he's like a little cowboy, so I like that. When it comes to the donkey here, he has got a big donkey donk, as you can see here, so he can carry all sorts of gold and other goodies. Baby rabbit, I'm pretty sure we've gotten the baby rabbit many times before, but he's a little cutie. Look at him. Little cutie. We have these 2 slime pieces, and although I like these slime pieces a lot, come on Lego, make the big slime again. Come on. fine. We also get 2 bats. Seen that a million times, that's fine. We also have the return of the cave spider. I think it's been a few years since we've got one, so it's nice to see that come back. And then the highlight of the mobs for me is gonna be the husk, because this is actually my very first husk because I don't have the other set. I think it came out in 2019. You can see here, he actually has more detailed printing on his torso than the previous version, same on the back, and I really like that. So I'm happy to get this. I do wish he was in a more affordable set, but hey, we got him. And then we get another creeper, again, big whoop. Now let's take a look at the set because there's actually some decent play features in this one. First off the bat, this is finally the first representation of the Amethyst Geode, as you can see here, and they actually use these really cool pieces. This is like a 2x2 like translucent purple with a bunch of like glitter in it. I have seen these pieces on the Pick-a-Brick wall, but only in the 1x1 version. So this is actually really nice to see in the 2x2 version. It also comes with an amethyst crystal, which is nice. And then I think this is supposed to be salt on the outside. I always forget what the white blocks are supposed to represent. But very excited to see some representation of an amethyst geode. And I think this is the first time LEGO Minecraft has done that. Now for the first play feature. If you know anything about LEGO Minecraft, is that if there is a TNT block or a creeper in the set, then something's gotta explode. This set is no different. So what you can do here is you can play with this lever. It doesn't do anything until you put the TNT block inside of this little cavity here, and then you can flick this lever and you'll see this little block here will come shooting out, TNT's there, and then lava will actually spill out. I really like this feature because, I mean, how many times are you mining in Minecraft and you accidentally hit a block and lava just starts spilling out on you? So this is actually pretty cool. It's like a little double feature, right? It's the explosion plus lava flow. The other main feature of the set is going to be the minecart with the chest here. If you take a look inside the chest, it's really just some gold ingot bars. Pretty cool. And it's very fitting because it comes on the gold-plated railroad there, so it has a lot of redstone elements in there, which I love seeing in Lego form as well. And you can put the cart here and it kind of comes off the track a lot. I don't know, maybe I just didn't like build it perfectly well, but I'm not a big fan of the size of these like Minecraft carts, but you know, for a toy, I think it does the job. There's also this like other feature. I don't know if I'd call it a play feature, but I guess these webs kind of swing. So that's cool. So if we move on to the top here, you'll see that there's actually a little bed there, a furnace and a crafting table. So this is kind of one of those things where you make like a little temporary base while you go into the mine shaft. You also have the ability to hang a bat upside down from this block. Also, you know, pretty cool, I guess. And in terms of mine shaft, this is actually pretty cool. There are tons of ore in here. So there's gold ore, I see some redstone ore, some copper ore, and some coal. So it comes with a lot of different ores to mine, which is fitting for the name, right? It's supposed to be a mine shaft, so I'm happy about that. For $60, I say this set is pretty fairly priced. I wouldn't call it a bargain by any means, but for the amount of mobs you get, you know, the play feature, and it's just pretty good part usage, I'd say it's a win. I'd give this set an A. I didn't think I'd care too much about this set, but it's really growing on me, just like those amethyst crystals. Taking a look at this set, this is one of my favorite sets of this wave. This is the Windmill Adventure, aptly named, right? This set is gonna come with a zombie, woo, a miller, which is pretty cool, a new villager type. This is actually gonna be the shepherd villager, which is really exciting. And we also have 2 sheep. We have a yellow sheep, which we've seen before, and a brand new orange sheep. So if you don't already know, in the Lego Minecraft world, it's kind of like a meme about like the different colors of sheep. So there's a lot of people out there trying to collect every color of sheep, and Lego likes to drip feed us a new sheep color pretty much once a year or so. So that's pretty cool. Now, if we take a closer look here at the shepherd, you can see he has that, you know, a shepherd's print. This is a plains biome shepherd. And then the miller actually looks pretty cool too. Torso wise, nothing crazy, but I really like his little like helmet thing. And then if you look there on the back, he's actually wearing a cape. So, you know, he's like a super miller, I guess. Now, taking a look at the set, there's actually going to be 2 different parts of the set. Let's go ahead and start with this one right here. So this is just going to be a nice little kind of garden here. I really like the sunflower builds that they have. And then most importantly is that this set comes with a brand new workstation. This is going to be the loom, which is perfect for the shepherd. I'm very excited. In this wave, we got 2 new workstations, right? We got the smithing table, and now we have the loom. I'm just one step closer to finally making that villager trading post slash prison that I've always wanted to build. Wouldn't that be a fun Lego set? The garden also comes with some plants here next to water, so you can grow crops like wheat, what looks to be bamboo, and just some other stuff. Something interesting, I don't know, I don't think I've ever seen this before. Maybe this is like in a modded version of the game, but this birch tree is in like autumn colors. I don't think I've ever seen that before, so let me know if that's a thing or not. Now let's take a look at the windmill section of this build. This is actually really cool. This is probably one of my favorite builds from this wave. Right off the bat, you have this cool feature where you can spin this gear in the back and it spins the windmill in the front. Now, of course, this doesn't make any sense in game because, you know, Minecraft is dynamic and you can't really move things like that unless, I don't know, the mods are kind of crazy. But for the intended purpose of Lego, what's really cool is you spin this and you can actually see that little block down there is used to grind up some of the wheat. So you can come over here, you can take some wheat and you can toss it in here and then you can mill it up. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Look at that. It doesn't do anything with that piece, but that's cool. I like the little practice of it. I like that play feature. Take a look in the back of the mill. There's not really much going on here, but it does make a pretty good display piece, I would say, if you're into displaying your Lego Minecraft sets. I think this is a pretty good one. This goes up there with the barn set from a year or two ago for me. And yeah, I really like that. There is also an additional cake piece here. This is gonna be the square cake piece. A few other things here, like I see a hay bale and a bucket. So, yeah. Pretty cool. You do also have the ability to shear the sheep and you can replace this yellow block or the orange block with a tan block that you get an extra one in the set of. I think I'd have to say for $55, I'd say this is almost perfect. I would like to see it maybe $5 cheaper, but it's still a pretty good set. I think I really like everything you get in it. My favorite has got to be the new shepherd piece. Plus, it's always good to have a new color of sheep. I'm curious as to how many of the villager jobs Lego has actually made because I'd like to have them all, ideally. And onto the final set of the wave, the Ender Dragon and End Ship. Right off the bat, this is going to be the one I was the most excited for. And I'm going to admit it fell a little bit short to me after I built it. But before we get into that, let's talk about who you get. So you get a Enderman. Makes sense, we're in the end. And then you get these two player skins. You're gonna get the Ender Explorer and the Ender Knight. I think Lego just made up those names. But you can see here, this is the Ender Explorer. I went ahead and equipped an Ender Pearl on him so he can get out of there in a hurry. And the Ender Knight looks really cool. I don't know why Lego always has these like little Cyclops looking dudes, but I'm not even sure if they're supposed to be a Cyclops. I don't really understand it. But then it does come with the Elytra. I actually don't have an Elytra, so this is my first one getting. And he also has a little rocket so he can shoot through the sky. Gotta love that. It also comes with this little chest here, which doesn't have anything too great. Let's see, you get some gold, emeralds, diamonds, and a nice little ender pearl as well. So that's nice. It also comes with this little tiny build here. So this is gonna be the dragon egg. And if you're familiar with Minecraft, essentially by the time you see the dragon egg, that means you beat the dragon and you pretty much, you know, kind of beat the game. I'm a little bit disappointed with the egg. I feel like they could have done something a little bit better, but at the same time, it's better than just a block at least, because at least it looks like an egg. And then this build in general, it's all right. You know, it serves its purpose, but nothing I'm crazy about. Now moving on to the end ship. This is where I was really disappointed in things. I just think it's a little too small. You know, this is supposed to be the quote unquote flagship set of the wave. It's quite literally a flagship, but it's just really tiny. And I was really excited to have like a big end ship. I thought that would be like a cool thing to like display on a shelf or something. But for me, it just doesn't do it. However, I will say there are some cool features to it. One, you get an extra dragon head. That's pretty cool. And then you can actually take off the top here. I forgot to mention there is a shulker box hiding right there. So it kind of blends in, so be careful. And then you can open that and then swing this open to reveal a brew stand. I don't think I've seen a brew stand in a while, so it's nice to see that. And there's plenty of room here for all sorts of activities. That's kind of nice. I like the little glass on the sides here. But again, I think I will say I'm a little bit disappointed in it, if not just for really the size of the set. Now, where the set does get really good is the End Dragon. I have one version of the End Dragon. It's not the one with the bat wings on it. It's the other brick built one. But this one is way better. First off, you get that awesome new headpiece there. There's actually a little Easter egg you can do with that. I'll show you later. And then the build is actually pretty good. Like, I really like all these little like spines here on the back. The little secret here is you can press this one down and it actually shoots a spring out. So that's pretty cool. You know, just don't aim it at your brother's face or anything. But I'm a really big fan of this dragon. I really like the wings that they did on it. It looks perfect, you know. I gotta say this is probably the best end dragon they've ever made. Now, I wanna show you this cool little Easter egg. See, you rip off this dude's head and you can put it on a minifigure's head. So check that out. and it fits right there. It's a little blocky, and which is Minecraft, makes sense. And now he's wearing the dragon head. That's cool because you could do that in the game too. So I really like that. So for $80, this is a great set. But I think it could have been at least $10 cheaper for what I'm getting. For the price point that I heard this was gonna be at, I just expected a little bit more. And like I said, this ship really kind of fell flat on me. Not to say it's bad, I just wanted it bigger, really. Now, the dragon did end up stealing the show in this set. I am very happy with this dragon. I might even just display this dragon out because it looks really cool, you know? It's got a lot of posability. I like that you can move the arms all around. It's just a good old dragon. You also get some pretty good skins, so that is something to consider, but overall, if we could just make it a little bit cheaper, I think we'd all be happy. Now, price points aside, I have to say that this is a really good summer tier for Lego Minecraft. I like the wide range of sets, you know, the different biomes they represent, and all the mobs you get. And let me know what you guys think about this set too. I'm very curious to see what the Lego Minecraft community has kind of like morphed into in the most recent years. Now, again, these sets are supposed to come out in August 1st in America. However, I believe Walmart is gonna be selling them on June 1st, and you can probably also get them from Lego on June 1st as well. So if you would like to purchase these sets, I do have affiliate links down below. I'd really appreciate it. Have a good one.